I don't think I had a perspective about Morocco at all. But I did have about Arabs, the stereotypes. And it wasn't as clear in terms of how they unite or feel about black people in general. To me, I always had that stereotype thinking, because I come from South Africa, and half of the time when you meet other nations, you have that barrier that comes from the apartheid background that we come from. So most times I thought you guys were caged. You were not open to interacting with other people. I thought you lived in an island, where it's just about you guys, and the world is just at your palm of your hands. I thought you guys had everything, but you were not open to loving, caring, and knowing other races. So that is a stereotype that I got to Morocco and decided it is not true, right? So when I got to Morocco, and I did this intentionally, because I made sure that I have a clear slate, blank page, so I can start writing in terms of who Moroccans are. And I think that's what has happened in this instance, in this first visit. I'm literally writing a new story. I'm meeting people who I didn't know anything about, besides just knowing about Arabic and thinking from my own perspective, from my own experience of apartheid type of background. But you guys, friendly, calm, spiritual, very spiritual, which is something I relate with, because I think I'm very spiritual as well. So there was an instant connection. So from my thinking, I think this is a perfect space. You guys are perfect human beings who are so godly and so thinking around the world and humanity and the soul and the peace and growth and prosperity. Something I didn't think you guys were about. So I'm loving Morocco. I'm loving the people. I'm loving the food. I'm loving everything around Morocco. It's an amazing experience for me, and I give it 10 out of 10. Thank you for the question. I think it's a great question. I think one of my biggest thing that has come out of this experience is the fact that we don't know each other very well. We don't know each other very well. There's the language barrier. There's race barrier. There's just lack of information. We're not exposed. Like, for instance, I didn't know much about Morocco. So until I had to come here and meet you guys, you can't Google people. You can Google pictures, but you can't really Google a soul, because that's another thing. If you want to work with somebody or work with people, you've got to be able to know them, because it's growing, it's connecting, it's the connection, it's the mindset, it's the language. So that's one of the reasons that I think is preventing us from being a powerhouse from both South Africa and Morocco, because we are strategically positioned to be one of those powerful. If we could literally learn each other's language, the cultures, the soul connections, the businesses, the trade, and be of one mindset and of one heart, we would be able to conquer something very, come up with something amazing in this world. But it's just lack of information. It's lack of knowledge. And maybe political problems or political issues have prevented this. Maybe it's history between Africa and all of this, the segregation, the colonization, all of that has prevented us from actually understanding that who we are, because the minute we understand who we are, then we'll know what to do, you know. So as soon as we understand that part, we'll move forward. But as it stands, I think it's our mission now, you know. My mission is I go back home to open up a world of understanding, to teach my fellow South Africans about Moroccans, to learn the language, because one of the things that I'm finding difficult is that I don't know how to communicate with most of Moroccans, because I don't know French and I don't know Arabic. But now that's my personal mission. Now I'm going to go and learn French so that I come back often here and do some business with you guys. So we need to know more. We need to be comfortable with ourselves so that we are able to trade with each other. And forget the past, you know, forget the political problems, forget the traumas we've been through as Africans. Start now understanding who we are. We are a powerful house. We're the gateway to Africa, both these countries, you know. And the minute they come together, the whole of Africa is covered. You see, so if South Africa and Morocco could literally be one of those powerful houses that combine trade, combine everything, we would save Africa. It's funny. I chose to have short hair coming here intentionally. Literally the day before flying to Morocco, I shaved all my hair. I had hair, you know, and then I shaved it because my mom reminded me what my dad used to tell me when I was young. He used to shave our hair because he didn't like us to relax our hair. He wanted us to be natural. And he used to say, Cindy is she's very beautiful with no hair. That was my dad. And he has passed on. So I was busy stressing about how I'm going to look in Morocco. And then my mom said, Cindy, remember what your father used to say about you being natural. If you're worried about how you're going to look, go back to that. So, and then I shaved my hair, you know. So I've always been told that no hair suits me. You know, I don't need to have much for me to be beautiful or to fit in and everything else. So I took that and brought it here. Funny thing though, when I got here, everybody's looking at my hair. It's like you guys have not seen a bald woman with no hair and stuff like that. So I have been getting a lot of stares. I have been told that, oh, okay, you look beautiful with no hair. So I guess the concept is just saying I'm just a person that loves herself, and I'm very simple. You know, I like to keep it very simple, and the hair it's a reflection of who I own. The no hair is a reflection of who I am. It literally says, I don't need much. I carry my soul wherever I go, I'm grateful that I've been told I'm beautiful in Morocco. It's as if everybody loves people with no hair here. So I don't know. I have been getting a lot of stares. I've been told it's a beautiful look, and that's who I am. That's who I am. At times I do grow the hair sometimes. But I have options, you know, and I love having options. I'm a woman.